Hey guys, today in Art Club with Miss Burford we'll be doing woven butterflies. You will need a glue gun, pipe cleaners, lollipop sticks, wool in a variety of colours and a pair of scissors. Yes, there is a bit of prep involved in this one, but it just means that you need 2 lollipop sticks per child and the hot glue gun. You're going to cross them over in the centre, and you can choose which angle you want the cross to go at. So mine were a little bit more like dragonfly wings in the end, but if you open them up a bit wider it'll look a bit more like butterfly wings. But just add a blob of hot glue to the centre of one of the lollipop sticks and then rest the other one on top and hold them until it sets, and keep them at that angle that you want the wings to be. Repeat this for each child. The first step of the actual lesson is for the children to choose which coloured wool they would like. You can choose either 2 or 3 colours. 4 may be a bit too tricky, but I've gone for 3 colours, 3 nice bright colours, and my centre colour is going to be yellow. So round where your 2 lollipop sticks are crossed and glued, you can tie a knot, a nice tight knot. Do a double knot so it holds in place. And then simply start wrapping your wool around this middle section. So this you can do quite quick because you can go over your wool and make it quite bulky in the middle, but you just want to go and cover that whole middle section so it'll start going to the point where the lollipop sticks start to open up at that V shape, if that makes sense. When you do reach the point where it goes to that V shape, we're going to change the way that we are weaving slightly. So at the moment we're wrapping around both the lollipop sticks in one go, and then we're going to change our weaving to an 8 figure. So we're going to go behind the one lollipop stick, around it. When it comes to that middle part, go around the back of the lollipop stick on the bottom and come around the front around it. You can repeat this part of the video as many times as you like and slow it down so you can see how I'm weaving. But the best way to describe it is that figure 8 going around the 2 lollipop sticks, and then when you want to go to the other side where the V is, on the left side, you can just wrap a few times around the centre point again and wiggle your wool across, and then again do the figure 8 across there. If you notice with my wool, I didn't go very far up the lollipop sticks when I got to the V point, just because we have 2 more colours to add at the moment. So I probably did the figure 8 shape about 10 times roughly, and then I went across to the other side and did the same amount roughly on that side too. When you're ready to change the colour, you can just simply cut your wool, give it about 5 centimeters so you have a bit of length that you can then tie your next colour to. So you're simply going to do a nice strong knot of your colour. So here I've got yellow, and then I'm going onto a minty green. When your next colour is attached, you're simply going to start doing that same motion of weaving again from where you've left off. So if you notice, I flipped my wings around on this one because this is actually the wings that were on the left, and I brought them to the right because I'm finding that my left hand is quite hard to do the weaving with. So I've gone back to my right hand, and then I'm just repeating that figure 8 motion again for about a centimetre or 2 centimetres up my lollipop sticks, and again we're just going to bring that wool across the back of our butterfly or your dragonfly, and that you can then repeat on the other side again. So you're constantly mirroring what you're doing on the one side. Of course, if you're only using 2 colours and you're on your second colour now, you'd go further along your lollipop stick. So you'd go about a centimetre from the end of your lollipop stick. However, because we've got 1 more colour to go, I'm leaving a bit more room to add that colour. We're going to repeat the step of cutting our wool to give us a 5 centimetre tail, And to add your next colour on again with a knot and continue the figure 8. And as I say, leave about 1 centimetre from the end of the lollipop sticks so that your wool doesn't just roll off the ends. When you've repeated this last colour on both sides, then we need to cut a tail again, which will be about 5 to 10 centimetres, and this time we're not going to tie it off. We're going to get the glue gun, add a dab of glue to the back of your butterfly, and then just simply lay your wool on this piece of glue and leave it to set. Make sure before you do glue it into place, make sure you're holding that wool nice and taut, because you don't want it to be loose and to come unravelling off the ends of your lollipop sticks. The next step, now that we've finished our wings, is to add the body of our butterfly or our dragonfly. If you look, a dragonfly's body shape is slightly different and you may want to get some beads for that. However, mine seems to be like a hybrid of a butterfly and a dragonfly because I kept the wings quite close together, but it's still a butterfly in my eyes. But anyway, we're going to fold our pipe cleaner in half, and then we're going to twist the bottom part, the folded part. We're going to twist that a few centimetres up there, so this is going to give us a long part of the body. So it's up to you how long you want that body part to be. And then place your wings in between your folded pipe cleaner. Carry on twisting the body up to the length that you want it to be, and then it will hold the wings in place nice and tightly. And then twist the top section a few times as well to secure your wings into place. Leave plenty of length of pipe cleaner for your antennae, and then you can either use a pencil to wrap them around to give it a nice curled spiral shape, or I just use my fingers on here just to curl them. And then if you wish to, you can add some wool around the body of your butterfly so you can hang it in place, or you could add a paper clip or a mini peg if you want to use it to clip onto things and you'll have to hot glue that on, or you can simply leave it as it is. Entirely up to you at this stage. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more art lessons like this every week and other art related content every now and then. See you next week for more Art Club Miss Burford.